I think your microphone immediately changed.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah,
I
it did.
told you. Fucking bullshit. Fuck, man. Fuck this. Hold on.
Holding.
How better is this? Does this sound better?
It sounds fine.
Yeah, sounds okay.
Does it sound fine now? I'm just playing. No, I can't hear shit. Uh,
Oh, you can't hear us?
yeah, there we go. I can hear y'all now.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds fine.
I'm gonna buy me a new fucking headset. I'm gonna new mic. That's fucking ridiculous.
Carson, you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, everyone. This is your Friday Night at the Barbell with your hosts, myself, Carson Wendell, Josh Sellers, and Bryant Wood. What's up?
What's up?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know.
It feels like forever since we've done this.
Yeah.
When was our last episode?
November
Okay.
13th, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, how did everyone's holidays go?
Went good. I ate and drank too much, but it's the holidays.
Didn't we all?
Exactly.
Yep.
Mine was fantastic. I feel like a revitalized actual human being instead of the shell of a corpse that I was before. So just getting my shit kicked in over and over again with school. It's kind of weird. It felt like every once in a while it wasn't balls to the wall nonstop, but then as soon as you got a little bit of a breather, they came back with like, all right, now you got 3 tests this week. It's like you just finished up 4 tests. You got a week break, and then now we got 3 more tests. It's like it's kind of crazy how they can squeeze everything in like that.
You got what? 8 more semesters of that?
Yes. Well, technically, I mean, in year 3, you really only have like 5 weeks of classes, and then the rest is clinicals. So you're not really doing a lot of schoolwork per se. No tests for real.
Yeah.
But
What are you doing?
it's just a,
Are you back in
do
class?
what? Yeah. So this year's even harder. So it'll be fun. They piled on like 19 credit hours and
Crazy.
two mini semester courses again. Yeah, just a lot of difficult material. This is more like a diagnosis semester. Like you learn all about diagnosis and disorders and how to find out what's what and what special tests to run and stuff like that. So we actually have done PT stuff. It's been more interesting already this semester. This first week, we've done like cervical manipulations and shit like that. So
That's
it's
cool.
been interesting. So I feel like I'm actually doing PT stuff, even though I hate manual therapy.
I guess that would be more. That would be better than just going in and looking at a dissected cat and saying this is the bicep tendon
Yeah, except we used actual human corpses. But yeah,
or
we looked at actual cadavers.
That's
that's
crazy.
pretty sick.
So it was wild. I thought I mentioned that before, but
No,
yeah. So
did.
yeah, so yeah, the first time we did anything, we started with the head. So like she came in and grabbed a human head out of a bucket. It was like, all right, here it is. And then like literally, it's like a if you donate your body to science, this is what you should expect. Like literally, it's like a just a clear white bucket that has a lid on it,
It's
and they spray it down with some solution to keep it wet. Put a towel on it, and you have to like literally reach into a little. It's like a maybe 2-gallon bucket or so, if that, maybe a 1-gallon bucket, and you just pull it straight out and put it on the table.
That's crazy.
Whoa!
What was this? Was this in a? Did y'all do this on campus, or did you have to like go to the hospital and do
No,
this?
this is on campus. We have an anatomy room. All the physical therapists, occupational therapists, PA students, so physician assistant, and I don't know who else uses that room, if any, but we all use the same, like, gross anatomy room.
Man, how many heads are they stocking in there?
So that's the funniest thing that happened in the semester was when she's pulling them out for the first time or so, when we were using them, she was like, "Be careful with this one. It's been in our collection for many years." And I was like, "Why is it a collection? Of all the things to call this, do not call it a collection of heads." And she's like Eastern European. She's from Ukraine, so she's got a very thick accent. So it sounds even more like dastardly, even more evil. Yeah, it was awesome.
Dang.
It was a good time.
But I had a good holiday season. I was really
Yeah,
busy. I got a span off of about 5 days through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which is cool. I haven't had those both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and like I can't even remember. Um, so I got those 5 days off, but then in those 5 days, we were just like constantly going to like traveling and going to family Christmas and stuff. And then I worked most other days. They did a lot of at the hospital. They did a lot of um, incentives around the holidays for working.
yeah.
So you can rack up if you just want to be a degenerate that works all the time.
Well, that's normally a busy time for the hospital. Like people don't think about it, but it's like a really busy time.
After Christmas Day, starting the 26th, I worked every day for like a week, and it was insane. The hospital right now here in Tuscaloosa is just it's completely full. They're backed up. Like there's no hospital beds available. Like the viral illness right now is just really
Yeah,
with everywhere. Everybody's been sick, so but
everybody's sick and everybody's afraid to get vaccinated for anything. So makes for a fun time.
yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of RSV, flu,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Um,
It's another mystery disease this year. Cause I've been like sick, coughing, can't breathe out of my nose for the past like I don't know, almost month.
yeah,
Coughing, taking all the shit. I don't have a fever, don't have flu, don't have COVID, nothing.
I mean, I think people just forgot this exists, but a common cold, like
yeah,
they don't really test for that because it's just common cold. But I think everybody forgot that exists because I know everybody has been sick, no diagnosis, like no flu, no COVID, nothing. So it's just like, hey, you got a cold. They're back and they're really hot right now.
yeah. Right.
But that's good. You had a good holiday season. Got to spend time with the fam.
Yeah, I got to spend time with the fam. Got to eat. I've been steadily just bulking hardcore. We were just talking about it before we started. Um, I've been doing like super strict hypertrophy kind of stuff, and I've really gained. I think in the fall I was like around 245, 250, but I'm like 264 right now. Just a
Turbo bulk.
Hell
thick,
yeah.
thick as a Hardy's milkshake. But,
Holidays continue.
oh yeah,
The
Yeah.
eating, anyways.
yeah. I did. Yeah, I think I texted Bryant after I think it was Christmas or Christmas Eve or one of those days leading up to, and I'd gained like I ate like a whole pecan pie and like a half gallon of milk. And I got on the scale, and I was like, I did like, but this is insane. But you got to do it sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what everybody says. You got to gain 15 pounds every so often,
Hell
20
yeah.
pounds. Well, that's incredible. I'm excited to see if you finally step back on stage or on the platform at some point.
Carson back on stage 2024? Question mark.
Maybe.
Hell
Carson
yeah.
back on the powerlifting platform and knee wraps this time, squatting 800 to
Ooh.
270.
Little bodybuilding show, then compete on the platform in the fall.
I think you do
Shane
the
Hunt.
opposite.
Shane Hunt
Go
V2.
ahead.
I think you do powerlifting first, don't lose any weight, and
Yeah,
then cut for bodybuilding at the end of the year for like the state show or something.
yeah, maybe.
Start
We'll
drinking
see.
raw milk.
We shall see.
Just start drinking raw milk
Raw.
and eating beef and rice all the time.
What, he had like 2 ribeyes and 6 eggs the other day for like dinner. That's what he ate with like a whole milk.
Yeah.
It's a little too carnivore for Carson.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if my colon
Two
would.
big old steaks. They're like that thick.
Yeah, and they were like rare.
Yeah.
I ate both of them. Crazy.
That's
I
wild.
literally just went to Walmart, and every time I pass by the fish, I'm kind of like, "What's on sale? Anything?" Nothing was today, but I saw the salmon. I was like, "You know what? I fucking want some salmon."
Dude.
So I grabbed the biggest one they had, and then came back, air fried it, put it on mashed potatoes, and forgot because I was so hungry. I forgot that 1 pound is 16 ounces and not 10. I ate
Yeah.
the whole thing and all the mashed potatoes, and I was just like, God, why am I so full? I feel disgusting.
Like 2 pounds of same.
I did the math. I was like, oh, well, that'll be why.
I just
It
ate.
was actually 15 ounces.
Yeah, those big slabs are nice. I like doing those on the Blackstone, like black them up
I don't have one yet. I don't have a grill at all yet, actually.
to get
I
you.
have a nice cast iron pan.
Hell yeah. That's all you
Hey,
need.
all you need. The
You
cast.
sear the shit out of some meat.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing a whole cornbread in it at some point.
Hell yeah.
A point of contention in the South, and people probably don't know this that aren't in the South. Cornbread, normal, sweet, or spicy? What
Sweet
should
and
it be?
spicy. Both.
You want sweet and spicy?
Well, no. I thought you were asking which one you would prefer.
I
Yeah,
like.
I am.
Yeah.
You like what?
I like a little heat in
You like
there.
the Mexican? A lot of
Yeah.
people do Mexican cornbread. I like sweet cornbread.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
You
not
put some
like
okra in it. That shit's good. You
no.
take like pieces of okra and put in it. Oh, that's just good.
I believe you.
That's just good.
Growing up, my dad always would. He would get a bowl, like a cereal bowl, and like break up cornbread, and he would put
Mhm.
butter,
Yeah.
eat buttermilk and cornbread, and I just
Okay.
was the most foul thing I could think of. Like it
Yeah.
was smell bad,
Yep. I imagine if you did
but people do that. That's
like
like, a lot of old people do that. Buttermilk.
yeah. I imagine if you did that like Mexican cornbread, like old cornbread, buttermilk, and then like cooked it in the oven, that'd
Yeah,
probably be pretty damn good
yeah,
because you're just recooking it. But after you hydrated it again, I don't know.
yeah.
Moe's barbecue,
Hmm.
their cornbread. It's like a sweeter cornbread. It's not like dessert sweetness, but it's like just a tint of sweet. That's what I like.
No, I like the cornbread from Blue
They're
Plate.
really good.
Blue plate.
I like going in there and getting a couple of chickens.
That's the
Like
way to go. Honestly,
their whole chickens are good.
yeah, bro. You know what we have down here in Mobile?
What?
A motherfucking Costco.
Hell yeah.
Their chickens, I forgot. Their chickens are double the size of Walmart's. Sam's chickens are pretty close, but not quite.
Have you been getting the chicken bake thing that
I haven't done it
the
yet.
Massonomics guys talk about all the time?
I haven't done it yet. The Costco here is kind of out of my way, so I don't really go. But I do need to go get that and like 2 or 3 rotisserie chickens.
Hell
Also,
yeah.
it has some really good deals on like supplements and vitamins and stuff like
Yeah.
that, like protein powder and all that kind of stuff. But I remember I used to get they have one in Birmingham, and my aunt lives up there. We used to go all the time. We'd go to visit her house on the way home. We'd go to Costco and get like $500 worth of groceries.
Yeah.
They have the best deals. They also have like TVs and like chairs and like
Everything.
and
Literally. I don't remember who it was. Some comedian used to say, you have to go get that at the place they sell refrigerators in bulk at. He's talking about like Costco and Sam's. You can buy like five refrigerators for the price of 2. Some shit like that.
yeah. The last time I was in there, they had like a 90 something inch TV,
It's crazy.
like a 94-inch TV or something. It's like, who's buying this?
Me?
Who's
I
buying a
would.
4-incher?
That literally it would take up an entire wall in my apartment.
Hell yeah. Just put a projector screen up at that point.
Nah, it's not the same.
They have like
Quality's
4K
not as good.
projectors. They have
Yeah,
like 4K
still.
projectors.
But you can still tell it's a projector.
Man, so
Yeah,
what about Nick Saban?
What about it? It's a
yeah.
dark cloud.
He's gone.
It was inevitable.
Kind of. I mean, I thought he was staying.
I
I
thought
He
he's
re-signed.
years.
I
He signed like a
thought
7-year contract like 2 years ago.
I thought he would win another one, so he
Yeah.
would beat Bear Bryant's record, and then retire, be done with it. But if he was going to win another one, this would have been the year to do it. We didn't do it.
I mean, if he was still the coach, you don't think the players would have stayed and the recruits?
Yeah. Like
So I
Isaiah.
mean,
Isaiah Bond.
Bond would have stayed.
Who else? Who else went to the transfer portal?
there's a few, but
We know Bond
I
went
just
to
mean
Texas,
like,
right?
yeah, I just mean
Let's see.
like Jalen's still there. You still got the O line is still there except for the center, and then he transferred the day after the game. You still have like all the staff. I guess who was leaving? The DC. The DC was leaving. That was it. He retired, I think, as well. So, I mean, you didn't really have that many replacements to make. The team was still going to be at the highest point. You know, he still. I was talking to somebody. He still kind of went out on top.
Yeah.
Like he didn't win the national championship,
Yeah.
but he beat Georgia. That's as good of a national
We stopped a
championship as
Georgia
you can get.
three-peat, so
Yeah, and Georgia is easily the best team in college football.
for sure.
Yeah.
Far better than both of those. And Alabama had
That's DeBo's first test, first home
True.
test is Georgia. Like
is
that,
it? Don't they play? They play somebody in the third game of the season. Is it Georgia?
Uh,
or our SEC home opener?
Yeah, they're the SEC opener, but I thought there was somebody else.
So for that game, that's going to be here in Tuscaloosa.
We play at Wisconsin.
That's what. Yeah, at Wisconsin. Not tough, but I mean, still tough to play at Wisconsin.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
that Georgia game this next year here in Tuscaloosa. You can go on Airbnb, and the cheapest Airbnbs here in Tuscaloosa are going for like 2-3 grand. So I guess some of my friends at the hospital are literally staying with their parents that weekend and
Yep.
Airbnb house for like two
Yeah.
grand. And I was like, man, that's pretty clever. But
Well, tickets for the Georgia game up in like the nosebleeds at the very top section is like $600
yeah,
for at the very top of the fucking stadium.
yes,
Big time.
Not finna get me.
Big time.
Finna get me, bro.
Yeah,
You can't see shit. You can't see shit, and you feel like you're about to lose your life if you move an inch.
if
Like-
you ease
Walking
Yeah.
up this, you're walking
Yeah.
up like this to get to your
Yeah,
seat.
actual. It's
How
like
do-
a
how do people
75-degree incline.
Yeah.
how do people don't get hurt and like fall down the because it looks terrible. It looks
It
terrible.
does.
Yeah.
I've only seen, to my knowledge, one video of somebody like tumbling down a stadium from that high up, and it does look. You know, they probably fucking died. I don't know. It looks fucking awful. But either way, I don't know. He's gone.
Yep.
I do think the team is in a good spot, though. I think people transferred early, like as soon as the news broke, but then the new coach comes in, and a lot of them are going to come back or cancel or whatever,
I think-
recommit.
Hopefully, DeBoer can bring some of those wide receivers with him.
That too.
Yes.
Like, bring some folks.
Supposedly,
He's bringing his whole like staff with him almost.
yeah. Except for his OC.
No, Reese is out, bro.
Reese
Since
is
when?
Tommy Reese.
I thought the OC of Washington got promoted to head coach.
I read something he's bringing him with him.
Maybe so. I didn't see that. But either way, I think it still looks pretty good. You know, it's still Alabama. They still have the money. They still have the facilities.
Yeah.
Nick Saban is still on staff. I don't really know what that means.
He's gonna be sitting up in Bryant Denny every Saturday.
Yeah, but it said something about him being like still able to control operations, and I was like, why the fuck did he retire in the first place then?
yeah.
He'll be like a general manager or some shit.
He does all the coaching except not the recruiting this time. I don't really understand.
Or no, what he could do, he could use Saban as a recruiter. Like Saban just goes recruit.
He don't want to do that. That was the whole reason he retired. He don't want to do the recruiting trips anymore. He said that it was too
That's-
much on him.
Pays. hit different when you're in your 70s. Which I can't imagine like waking up at 5 o'clock, going to like practice, watching film. Like it's 72. I'm like, man, I just want to like sit in a lawn chair somewhere.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like the days where,
Yeah,
sleeping at 2 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m. every week. And like that's a lot. That's a lot on you anyways. He even said when he was younger it was easier. And I was thinking, when you were 65, it was easy?
yeah,
Fuck. That kills me now. I can't imagine.
yeah. Those little Debbie's.
But those little Debbie's.
Little
And next
Debbie's.
year the SEC's pretty gonna be very tough.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, Oklahoma and Texas joining. Missouri probably gonna be trash next year though. So
Like always.
well, they were good this year.
yeah. They were decent. Yeah, it'll be interesting
Anyways.
to see this transition. What happens?
Pac-12 dissolving as well.
12-team
Good
playoff.
riddance. 12-team playoff. Alabama pretty much can't miss the playoffs now, I would imagine.
Unless we get in the first round and choke.
Can't miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
First round is still first round.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, y'all got a meet coming up?
Yeah, February 24th.
USAPL, ain't it, Brian?
That's right. USAPL.
Hell yeah.
That's us. USAPL.
Hell yeah.
Should be interesting. Ronald Tarvin's doing it,
Nice.
so everyone's going to lose.
It's best lifter right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had a 530 dots last year.
Yeah, that. And he was that the meet? He missed his last pull, I think.
I can't remember.
He did the one at
It
the
was-
Arnold. Is that the one or the Olympia? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, one of the big ones.
Yeah.
And I think he
That
missed.
wasn't this one. That wasn't his USAPL meet. I don't think they do one at the Olympia.
That was a USAPL meet that he did.
Yeah, I know, but at the Olympia, I don't think it was. Unless that's the only one he did.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
remember.
saying. That was like because the dude won his USAPL Pro card at that shit.
Yeah, I think I was reading because he posted about it, and he said that he like went for the he got second place, I think, in his last pull. So I mean, if he would have got that last pull, his dots would have been even higher. Yeah, he's a beast.
Oh, that's the last two meets he's done is USAPL.
And our
Yeah,
boy Matt C,
Big C.
Big Collins, squatting a mountain at his meet.
I mean, he's done two meets and had over a 2,000 total of both. One on a power bar,
I only wish.
one
Yeah.
on a deadlift bar.
500
Didn't
dots,
matter.
second meet ever.
That's
Yeah,
so crazy.
well, Yeah. And he's just able to do whatever he wants. Like he wants to do strongman 2, powerlifting. I think he did that USAPL meet to qualify for the Arnold. So that's his goal, is to go lift at the Arnold in March.
That'd be lit. Be lit.
He's got a lot of. Matt has so much muscle mass on him. Like he's just a big dude. I want him to go to one of those to that 5-star in town and get on the
DEXA scan.
measure skeletal muscle.
Yeah.
200 pounds of muscle on him.
I bet it's way more than that.
Yeah.
It's 360.
Yeah, stretch out.
Probably like,
Just a whole human pure muscle.
Just a whole human
Yeah.
of pure muscle. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I would imagine. And it must be nice.
Yeah, I want to. Did you ever go lift with him that day, Brian?
Nah, I didn't have time.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go to his place and lift one
His
day.
compound.
Y'all should, yeah. It's pretty nice looking. Do some of his wacky challenges that he keeps coming up with.
Oh yeah, 315 for 20 or whatever.
Yeah, 20, I think. And then the one before that is like he stood on a box or whatever
He
and picked the barbell up
up.
by the sleeve with 3 fingers, like straight up and down. By the end of the sleeve. It's crazy. I said, I want to try that, but I don't think that's going to be possible.
Grip strength go crazy.
Big meaty man.
He's married. Josh, any plans for a meet?
I want to do regionals at the beach, or the southeastern regionals at the beach in May.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal right now.
Is that
We'll
at
see
Orange Beach?
yeah, we'll see what life has in store for me from now until then. But that is my
You
goal.
got
Is
big
to do
life
that.
plans going on?
No, just grown up shit. Just grown
Okay.
up shit.
You pregnant?
Yeah, pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
No,
Makes
just
sense.
stuff I got to take care of first. That kind of overtake hobbies, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Be like
but
that very often.
Yeah,
but
feel like that.
regionals is the goal. So
Yeah, that was. I don't know. I think it's anything at any of the competitions like at Orange Beach or at the beach. I think is cool. It's always
and
fun.
it's Memorial Day weekend when regionals is. So
Oh,
beach is gonna be busy as hell. But
Damn, that is not
but
smart.
it's gonna be fun.
yeah,
I hope.
yeah.
I plan if I'm gonna do it. I plan on making it a whole trip where I go down
Well,
there and then
It was
spend like 3 days
fun
after the meet down
to,
there.
like for when I went to when they had Worlds there, and I went down and weighed in, and then I had a whole day to just like I was like I got to get in like a kilo of carbs.
It's easy
So
at the beach.
I just so I just went riding around. I got like that was so fun. Just like riding around, got like Chinese. Just went out, ate some food on the beach, and went like seafood. And I got yeah, that was a fun time.
if you're gonna do it though, you need to go ahead and decide because
Yeah, no,
it's Memorial Day weekend.
yeah, no.
Everything's gonna be sold out by the end of the month, probably.
Well, see, like mom and dad are going to go to it anyways, and they already got a place to stay with like
Okay,
2 bedroom or whatever. So I got a place
well
to
that
stay. I
works.
don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
worry about
So you're
that.
good.
Good on
You
that.
gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. You try to do a meet at the beach on Memorial Day weekend, and you hadn't decided till then.
Oh no.
It's
you
gonna be
sleep.
tough. Sleeping in the car, yeah.
Done it
Renting a
before.
van.
Done it before at the beach. Yeah.
Slept in your car.
Yes.
Degenerate spring break
Yes.
behavior.
Yes. It's degenerate behavior.
Yep.
Was, was it more than one night you slept in your
Oh
vehicle?
no, it was only one. It
Okay,
was
well,
only
that's
one night.
eh. Sleep
Slept
in
in
your
a
car.
car. I've slept on a pontoon boat that's under a house at the beach. Like you know how you
That's
can
too
they
much.
pull boats up under the house. I've slept on a pontoon boat like that. Not fun. Wouldn't recommend.
On purpose?
Because we kind of had to.
Yeah,
The house
Because
because there was a influx of people that were staying at this house that weren't supposed to be at this house.
well, at least you have like
so
I had
wait,
cover, like we were covered.
I've slept
wait.
the actual sandbar before. Like not
Hell yeah.
this wasn't at the beach. This was actually at the river. But I made a bed of sand. Like I made like a contour for my like back. Like, made it, and I just laid in a bed of sand and slept. That's
Hell
probably
yeah.
the one. Yeah, that's one of the lowest I've gotten.
Well, okay, I got to go back to this sleeping in the pontoon boat. Y- Were you one of the influxes of people that weren't supposed to be there?
Kinda, sorta, not.
Not. So you paid to be at the house.
I didn't pay. I was told we could stay at the house. It was somebody's aunt's beach house, if that makes sense.
Did anyone pay to be at the house?
No.
So you had as fair game to an actual sleeping spot as
Well,
anyone else?
we had fair game until a point. Until
Right,
people are like,
so
oh, no, you're not staying in this house. But then I'm like, then 2 weeks ago, you're like, oh, you told us we could stay here. We'd have a bed.
okay. So the person that had the authority told you couldn't stay in the house. That's different.
Yeah.
I was thinking like you didn't go up there and be like, "Hey, listen, you little motherfucker, you're in the fucking pontoon boat. I'm on this goddamn couch." End
No,
of story.
this is the girl whose family had the house, so
Yeah, then you're
couldn't
fucked.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably
That
would have
was
just pulled an all nighter at that point.
And that was the
I
same
don't know
trip
if I
we
would have
slept in the car.
Can't do 2 nights in the car. Got to use a boat. Was it in the water?
Some pretty. I've slept in some pretty.
It was not in the water.
The boat wasn't. The boat was on a trailer under the house.
Okay.
Like, if I laid in it and this happened, I sat up and I hit my head on the bottom of the fucking house. Okay? Like some Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry shit. I woke up and hit my bed on the fucking banister of the house.
What's the worst place I've ever slept?
On that pontoon boat.
That's pretty bad. Now, slept for like the night because I've had naps in a car before that were not
Yeah.
ideal.
Well, like at night, like you
Yeah,
were.
probably just roach motels. To be honest.
One time I went to Electric Forest, a music festival in Michigan, and it was a camping festival, so we had to camp. But I got there and ended up never set my tent up because I was late and wanted to just start partying. So I had no tent, and I had my car, and like one thing led to another, and it was like 2 or 3 a.m. and everyone was pretty inebriated at that point, and I wandered off and I climbed in there was tents everywhere, like thousands of tents,
Yeah,
and I went and I found our campsite and I was like, well, this is my tent. I just had it in my mind, this is mine, this is my tent. So I opened it up, got in there, woke up the next morning, and I got out and like went and sat on the chair like at the campsite, and I was just kind of like looking around, and people started coming out of their tents, and I was like, I don't know any of these people. This is like who is that? Who is that? And I was like, wait, where am I? And I looked down and I'm like, this is not where I'm not even know where I am. And these people came up to me and they're like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, hey. And they're like, yeah, you slept in our tent last night. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, you looked like you were really tired, so we just let you sleep in there. So I slept in these people's tent with them. It was a guy and a girl, it was a couple. They were on an air mattress, and I was just in the corner of their tent. Psycho.
That's funny.
I was so embarrassed. I was like, I'm so sorry. And
that is incredible.
I just slept. Imagine just like sleeping in your like camping in your tent, and then just this big man just coiled up in your corner, like probably snoring like.
And they were definitely in there. Like
Yeah,
when you got in there, they were already there, so they were probably terrified.
they remember it, but they said that I got in and just plopped down on the ground and just went to sleep and started snoring.
They're like asking you questions, and you're non-responsive, or you're just like, just making fucking caveman noises.
Like, hey, who are you? I'm like, oh man. Not
Plus,
bad.
you still ended up sleeping on the fucking ground,
Yeah, right.
which is just as like terrifying.
Yeah, rough. But yeah, I've slept in the sand. I've slept on the concrete. I think I've slept on like a sheet metal pallet before,
Interesting.
but never. None of those times were ever like I was just doing it on purpose. It was
Yeah, you're strung out.
just what ended up happening.
This is when ketamine got big. When it first came around. I like that you said it so nonchalantly too. Yeah, I slept on sand, concrete, sheet metal. That's nothing. Pontoon boat would have been nice.
Yeah, that cushion. I mean, at least you had that cushion.
No, it wasn't no cushion.
He's sleeping on the wood
No, it
floor,
was
but-
a cushion, but it was one of those like thick borderline plastic, like cushions that are on a older
Waterproof.
pontoon boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't comfortable.
I
And
figured
there
you were
was
sleeping on
and
the
there
poop
was
deck.
ants, and there was ants on the
fuck?
boat, like fire ants on the boat. So I woke up, fucking had ant bites all over me. So that was fun.
That's terrible.
Just try to sleep in the sand at that point.
I woke up and proceeded to get very inebriated
So it didn't
after
matter.
the fact. Yeah, exactly.
You ever get in that state of mind, like if you've ever been drinking or whatever, and then you get a thought in your head, and like I'm doing this, like for you, not saying that you were, but like I'm sleeping on that pontoon boat.
That's
I'm
probably how it went, though.
boat. Or you'd be like, I'm gonna walk home. Like I'm gonna do it. What y'all been doing lately? What's the program looking like?
Mine's been fucking banging right now. I feel almost as strong as I've ever been without doing that much, which has been nice. I've been able to like just call audibles whenever I want. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, uh, I said it on Instagram the other day, but a buddy of mine, Salvador Solis the third, he talks a lot about how he does his training now, where he goes in, he does a single or whatever, and he's like, "That was hard enough," and then stops. And it sounds like nothing, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like a epiphany when you start doing it, and it's like, oh wait, this is hard enough. I don't need to add 20 pounds.
Right.
Like I don't need to keep going up just because I can. This seems hard enough, and
Yeah.
my squat feels like it's almost at my estimated 1 RMs are at like peak levels. Like they're higher than they've ever been. So that normally means things are trending and going well. So I'm just going to keep doing that for 6 weeks.
Isn't it kind of funny though how, and I guess more so, I guess talking about volume and stuff. Sometimes, like I've been in points in my life and training where I've got a lot going on, or it's just something happens and I'm not able to go or lift as much as I want to, or I have time restraints and I do less. And then I'm like, most times I don't see any drop in like performance or size or whatever. And then sometimes, more often, I'll actually see some improvement and like I'll just feel more recovered or whatever.
Yeah.
But lately, I've been doing very, like I was saying, like pretty strict. Just like I haven't really. I was like, I'm not going to worry about strength at all. I'm just going to try and grow as much muscle on me as I possibly can. So I've been doing very or higher volume, but really focusing on like eccentric, like lengthened portions of the lift. Just trying to cause as much like muscle damage with whatever exercise it may be. So I'm still doing like high bar squatting, like heavy pushing movements, but I'm also sometimes I'm like, what just like with my on my arms, I've really been prioritizing lately. I'm like, what can I do to just make my biceps the most stimulated possible, or my chest, because chest for me is kind of I have sometimes a hard time like stimulating. I feel like even if it's not a heavy push, if it's just like a fly, like a lightweight fly, but I really get a lot of like stimulus. And I've just been doing that, and I've really my body's responded pretty well to it. I've been eating a lot more, but I feel like I've definitely put on a lot more muscle. So
It's fun.
yeah,
I think what's crazy, last fall was probably the busiest I've ever been in my life, right?
yeah,
And training, like I was literally missing entire weeks of training, or going like one day and doing maybe an SBD style, but still like low intensity, high volume, whatever I can get in, basically. Before that, I did a lot of like probably lighter squat into leg press, and I like emphasize leg press a lot, which I really saw pretty good growth in my legs from that. But then it was crazy this year, and towards the end of the year, like at the Christmas holiday break, which I think was like December 16th for me. That's when I like got back into routine, started going 4 days a week again, and like being on schedule with things, and saw like zero strength drop, and even some way like
yeah,
minor increases in different areas. And it was kind of like I was like, maybe I don't actually need as much as I want. Because like when I go in, I'm like, I do this, and I'm like, I want to do more.
yeah,
And now it's like, I don't actually need that, and I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
yeah,
I think that's the biggest difference.
yeah. That's so true. Like, and I have in my head because in the past I've done like really crazy volume, like high, like 4 or 5 sets of a specific quad exercise, and like 3 4 sets of like a specific hamstring exercise. Whereas lately, I've found that if I'm really standardizing reps, where it be like on a like a seated hamstring curl, if I'm doing them like the same eccentric time, like same tempo, same like touching the like curling until I touch the bar, and then let it all the way out to my legs are completely straight, and I'm doing like very intentional with every set. I can do like 2 sets of seated hamstring curls, sets of like 10 to 20, and I'm like my hamstrings are completely fried, like toast. Like that's all I really need. I don't really need a whole lot more volume. And two, like with my quads, like on my leg press days, I'll do like yesterday I was doing leg press and I did a set of 15 and then a set of 13, and my legs were just so pumped and cooked that I was like, I don't need to do anymore. I'm completely fried. Like especially if you're taking close to failure. So I feel
Yeah.
like, and a lot of people, you'll see a lot of these online programs or see people talk about, oh yeah, do like 20, 25 set workouts, but it's like I feel like just really the quality matters more than anything. The quality of
Yeah.
your
100%. I was going to say mine, let's see, even yesterday, or I guess Thursday was my bench day, and I had not that much volume, 6 sets or 6 exercises, 20 sets. And that is one of my higher exercise days with 6. And it's like you can get a lot in. I mean, 20 sets, that pretty much takes no time. A lot of
yeah
people going in doing like fucking 10 sets of one exercise
yeah
before they even get onto anything else. Did you raise
right
your hand?
No. Well, I mean, that was like me Friday. Like, I had SBD on Friday, and my top sets were all what? I had 10 top sets. That's it. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
10 top sets of
Yeah.
one exercise
No,
or all
10
three?
top sets between all three.
Yeah, yeah. That's not a lot then. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
little.
So there's 2 squat, 4 bench, and 4 deadlift.
yeah
I will say I'm going to try something new this block. So I was talking to Wyatt, who we actually had on the podcast, and he said he's had success giving people 10 sets of one, like lower, like singles as their back offs for deadlift. So my plan is to
Conjugate
work up
shit.
almost, yeah. I'll work up to a heavy single, back off for a heavy double, and then do 10 singles at like 75 to 80%, something like that. And he does them EMOM, so every minute on the minute.
yeah
In my mind, I want to say that works better for like sumo pullers where it's a little more technical, but at the same time, you normally don't need as much volume for deadlift because
yeah
it's such a heavy muscle fiber movement. Like you're using every muscle fiber you have almost. So I'm gonna try that this block. I figure anything will work, especially since it's kind of in the shit right now. So, but stiff bar makes a difference. If anything, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference for most people. Like on top end strength, I feel like mine are probably pretty similar. But in terms of training, like training being hard or easy, like if I did a 4x4 on pause deadlift with a deadlift bar, my body would be less beat up with heavier weight
right
than 4x4 stiff bar with lighter weight.
sure. Especially for sumo lifters, like sumo pullers, I can get when I pull sumo, I can get so much out of a deadlift bar, and
Yeah.
and that new. Have y'all tried that new Alico like crazy long bar? That
No.
With the
or
mammoth bar?
no, it's the I think they have one that's strong now. It's called the is it Alico? No, not Alico.
With the kabuki?
Kabuki.
The Kabuki
Yeah, it's
PR.
Steve's. Yeah, it's Steve's.
Yeah, so that bar, I've never used it before, but I've seen videos of people saying that versus like a Texas deadlift bar, you can even get more, especially if like a sumo puller with your hands closer and you're like when that bar, because it's like so much bend, and you can get into you can wedge into position so much more upright,
Yeah.
and you're
I've
not
heard I've heard people say if you take a Texas deadlift bar and put a collar and then plates,
Then it's
You
about
get an Ohio deadlift bar, and then if you put 2 collars and then plates, you get a kabuki bar.
dang.
That's another way to try it
Yeah.
if you don't have one. Most people hate it though, unless you're like a 750 plus kind of person.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
They fucking hate
Steve
it.
was pulling 705 on his kabuki the other day, and it was doing like this, fucking bending
Yeah.
like hell. He pulls sumo, so
Yeah.
I think the people that don't like it though, they're honestly not strong enough to really bend a Texas bar. So they finally get a little bit of whip and they're like, oh, this fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The person out there that's complaining about a kabuki bar at a competition and they barely deadlift 500, it's like, you don't even get to
Right.
feel it.
You don't even feel
So why are you complaining?
yeah.
the bar.
You've never had a bar bend in your life.
That's true.
Did anybody from Strong do Collegiate Cup? I saw a lot of Alabama barbell people did, but I didn't know if that was those
Collegiate Cup.
UA students. USAPL Southeastern Collegiate Cup.
Where was it at? Is it in Georgia?
I think it's in Pensacola,
Huh.
I don't know.
but it was called the Georgia Cup. I don't know.
the UA lifting people or whatever. They're doing
They
like
just competed?
I don't know. I talked to them before break. I don't remember what they said.
Pretty
But
sure that was them.
Yeah, then they probably did because they're all doing USAPL because they want to do CNAPs.
Yeah, so this is a qualifier for Collegiate Nats.
Yeah, that's probably
why.
that's probably the one they did.
I just don't know any of them. I just saw it said like Alabama barbell, but it didn't say University of Alabama.
Yeah,
Whereas like the Auburn people, it said Auburn University or
yeah.
UAB. So I was confused. There was quite a few of them. One guy bombed out though, so RIP.
Dang.
But yeah, so the girl that's like the president of it, she told me it was like 14 of them, I think, that were competing.
Okay, so yeah, this was probably them then. That I
Yeah,
saw.
so it was like 14 or 15 of them competing. So, and it was like almost all their first meets.
Yeah,
Or
it was yesterday.
all their first meets. Yeah.
It was yesterday. So they all did it. I imagine they did pretty well. I do know one guy did bomb out. Bomb down on squat.
That would suck to go up to your first squat of the day and just get not well. I guess you wouldn't get sunk, but just like
Get
grind.
red lighted on your first squat.
Yeah, and or just grind it. Surely the person didn't fail it because of strength. Surely it was depth or technical issues. But
You would hope so.
if
3
you,
times in a row with the same weight.
yeah, that's
I bet it was like a grinder on depth, and then another grinder on depth, and then failure on third. You know what I'm saying? Like
It was a sus
You said-
depth, sus depth, and then didn't even get it.
yeah, I
dude, that was
can't do that.
Or hit him with a racket, racket, racket.
Take it.
Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Just wasn't there today. Yeah, I mean, at that point, if you're opening with 160 kilos and you fail it twice, you got to add another 160 kilos. You got to for your third. I think we'll need to bring this up every single podcast with every single guest. But if you fail your opener twice, it is time to add 100 kilos for your third. I don't care what it is.
if you fail 160 kilos on the first count, you gotta load 500 kilos for your second.
Fuck it.
I mean,
Fuck it.
what do you got to lose at that point? Your pride is already gone.
Oh yeah.
And if I see you fail your opener twice, I'm like, you're a dumbass. So I already think you're stupid.
And then you load 8 reds on there? Hell yeah.
At Collegiate Cup, oh, Jesus
I've
Christ.
seen that.
At the Collegiate Cup where no one is squatting near that. Though I was looking through, because the gym I go to now, there's 4 or 5 people that did the Collegiate Cup, so I was kind of keeping up with a little. There was a 90 kilo guy that totaled 777 kilos.
Dang,
1,700 pounds.
that's
It's
crazy.
like, holy shit. In a collegiate, he's a junior on a stiff bar.
Man.
But also, McVeigh Stockwell did that meet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out McVeigh Stockwell.
Shout out McVeigh.
Nice job. I don't know what class. I tried to look. I couldn't find him on the list. but I saw Demarius was posting about it, so I wonder if he did equipped or something because he wasn't in the raw list
Really?
when I
He might
looked,
he might have done
or
raps.
maybe you
Some kind of
compete wraps without wraps.
assistance. But yeah, that would be really funny though if you came out on your third and you'd already bombed and you had like 10 reds on. You're like, it's on my head.
Ooh, that's another way to look at it. What if you bomb out on squat and then you do bench and deadlift too? But those you're adding like you're hitting your opener and then adding like 200 kilos to both on your second because you've already bombed out at that point.
It's on my head.
It's all in your head, all right.
Yeah.
Miss your deadlift. Yeah, maybe not on bench, but miss your deadlift. Yeah, do bench, but raise the safeties all the way up.
So you're doing
Hey,
like
these
a pen
safeties were
press.
too low.
So you're
These
doing
safeties are
like a
too low. Can you bring them up by about 5.5 notches?
Put the safeties at like 15.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to add 200 kilos to my next attempt. From 220 to whatever that is, like 600 pounds. Oh, that's good. Then deadlift. Deadlift, you could actually do it on though, where you open with like, somebody that's missing a 160 squat is probably missing a 160 deadlift, but you open with like 330 on deadlift, and then you have like 540 for your next attempt.
No, yeah.
And then you obviously are going to miss that, so you add another 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So you do fucking 700 pounds for your third attempt when you open with 330.
You don't even break the floor at all.
You don't even bend the
whatsoever.
bar.
You don't even
It's a
bend
stiff
the
bar too, so you're not even bending it.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Be like, tell Taylor Crowder, be like, listen, Taylor, okay, I'm gonna load 10 reds, get a nice picture. I'm gonna pull the slack out, and then make sure you edit it, make it look nice.
Hold your breath before you even start, so you get a nice like red
Red,
face and it
yeah.
looks like you're struggling.
Just pull the slack as hard as you can, and then act like you tear your hamstring and fall on the ground.
What if it actually budges?
I was about to say, do you think you could break the floor with it?
With
No.
what?
You don't think
Carson
you could break
probably.
The floor? You don't think you could break the floor with it?
With
With
what?
what?
The 700, like the 7 whatever. Well, Carson can, yeah.
I could 7. I don't know about.
On the stiff bar.
700 even?
Well, whatever whatever we were just talking about.
I don't know if we said a
32.
number, but 705, that's what you can load, so
Yeah.
probably not. I don't think I break the floor with it.
I've never pulled 700 plus with a stiff bar before. I don't know. At one point I probably could, but not right now for sure. I couldn't do that.
Bitch
right
wouldn't budge.
On a deadlift bar, when my deadlift was the strongest,
Maybe.
maybe I'd break it off the floor by a quarter of an inch.
Oh, that's it. I'd fucking
Fly off of it like some of those sumo
Fucking
guys
pass
when it's
out,
in
yeah.
midair,
Yeah, just
like Carson did
Yeah.
with whatever it was, 740. God, if only.
Must be nice.
Maybe one day.
Hey, who pulled the most at that deadlift thing y'all had at Strong?
Millard, he beat me by
Really?
like 10 pounds, 10 or 20 pounds, some shit like
Did
that.
anybody?
I thought y'all did the same weight.
I think so. We actually might have just done the same way. No,
Yeah,
he
I
loaded
think
more, but he failed it. We pulled the same.
Yeah. 535. I almost said
635.
635. I mean,
Did anybody dress up like Santa Claus?
Me.
Nice. You pulled it in the Santa suit?
I pulled it with the Santa jacket and a hat. I got
Nice.
too fucking hot with all the pants and shit on. I was sweating like hell, boy.
Yeah, I would too.
should have put it on just for the attempt. Left it off for everything else.
Just rip the back open.
That would have been nice too.
But yeah, I did win. I won best dressed because I was Santa.
Nice. What'd you get out of that?
$25 Gymshark gift card, and I was to use somebody's code on the Gymshark website.
You didn't do it?
Not yet.
Long pause there. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, not yet.
Get with $25 at Gymshark, like a pair of socks.
So maybe a pair of shorts.
But I think they have some discount stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but my size is always out when they discount shit. It's always like small when they get shit discounted.
That's fair. That's fair.
So do you think I can fit a small pair of shorts from Gymshark?
In your dreams.
Be a tight fit.
You could probably, but you wouldn't want to work out for that.
Hell no. The shorts I have now, I don't squat in them. I won't wear them to squat in. Because if I do, I'm gonna rip the bitches.
Yeah.
The shorts you have, they're Gymshark?
Yeah, some of the Gymshark
Okay.
shorts I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking like just any of your shorts.
No,
I didn't
no,
know
no,
what was
no.
going on.
Not any of them. No.
You can be like some people and start wearing like strongman style clothes where you just wear compressive underwear to the gym.
Or I just wear what's it, meggings. I'll just start wearing meggings in that bitch.
Meggings too, yeah.
Pull a Carson.
Only time, yeah,
Pull a
Carson,
Carson
yeah.
and Andrew.
Olympic lifters. That's what I was about to say.
Get my virus leggings out there.
Almost all the guys at the gym I go to wear them.
Hell
Get
yeah.
Couldn't be me.
What is it? Bioceramic, anti-wicking, anti-camel toe.
Yeah.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much. What if we change it up and let's start wearing like 90s style and one shirt shorts to the gym?
Big ass, just baggy ass basketball.
They come down to your ankles.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm game for it.
In like either a baggy t-shirt or a wife beater that's very tight.
Both.
I was thinking the wife beater. Both, yeah. You switch. You get that pump cover off.
Yeah.
It's not a pump cover. It's just a 5XL shirt.
You get the 6XL shirt and the one size too small old dog up under it, and then when you start getting hot, you take the big old shirt off, and then you just got the old dog on.
Yeah. Well, we're doing a intramural basketball team.
Nice.
We're actually doing a men's and a co-ed, and we got jerseys made for it. And I was like, it's an inside joke, but our team name is Big Longus.
Big Longus. Big Longus. Not Big
And the
Chungus.
joke-
Big Longus.
No. The joke is we were doing foot stuff, and doesn't matter. There's muscles that go into your foot, and when they come around, you can do one of the foot movements, and they'll pop out in different areas, right? And that's kind of how you check if the tendon's intact and shit. Well, one of the guys was looking for it on my foot, and he was like, "Oh, yours is pretty small." And I said, "It's because I got a big longus." And I was talking about the fibularis longus muscle because mine, for whatever reason, pops out really far on my shin, like under my knee. And then that became a joke where it was like Big Longus. Now it's our team name. Anyways.
Hell yeah.
Were
Anyways.
you like, oh yeah, I got a big longus, like, or were you like, I got a big longus? Was it? Were you joking at the time?
I said it the first way because it was a joke,
Yeah.
and I didn't mean it. I knew it was going to be funny either way. I didn't need to put the extra effort into it because I knew just saying Big Longus is funny enough. Damn, why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, we didn't get team shorts because I was like, it's a black jersey. You can just put whatever shorts you want with it. I was like, but it would be funny if we all did the long ass and one style shorts for a basketball team, and we come in co-ed with guys and girls with long ass shorts.
Yeah.
And our team name is Big Longus already. It's just incredible.
Joke's right itself.
You know, when you're looking at anatomy all the time, you got to do something. Anything else?
We're back.
It's 2024.
2024. We
New
back.
year, new us. Hiatus over.
New me.
Now we can actually do the giveaway for a shirt that I never did.
Oh yeah.
Said, next week we're doing a giveaway. Never did it.
We
Sunday.
might have a TikTok finally. 2024
That's
might be
big
the year
news.
we have a TikTok.
by the end of the year.
China account.
Yeah, a China
Yeah.
app account.
Good. And then I don't know what that was. I'm gonna ignore that.
A child's drumstick.
It does look very
And the whole this
childish.
you're like,
Your autism's coming out, huh? So we're fidgeting the entire podcast with a child's drumstick. No wonder the camera kept falling down. Fuck swinging the bitch around.
oh man, I live in a sea of children's toys.
Must be amazing.
It's nice. Well, we will let y'all know more about the T-shirt giveaway.
And
T-shirt, take a picture of it, and post it on your social media account because they're pretty cool. I think
they're pretty nice.
They are.
I think
pretty nice.
we'll have,
Pretty
it's
nice.
very nice quality. It's very nice to wear. I think we should have a couple more designs coming out soon because I think we need one that's a little more that just says our shit on there.
Professional.
Yeah, professional. That's a good way to put it. And then we've got guest lineups coming soon. We'll have a schedule for once and actually be on schedule instead of freeballing it all year. Hopefully, plan on being bi-weekly.
On that note, that was your Friday night at the barbell. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Yup.
Peace.